Yes, Darren, mate. What's happening, brother?
Hello, brother. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You're gonna have to excuse me. I've literally just walked in the door from training. I'm literally still fucking sweating, like, you know what I mean?
It's all right, bro. It's all good. I thought we'll jump straight in, mate.
Yeah,
Uh, take, take us back, bro, to where it all started. Where did the fighting begin?
well, basically, mate, I started at a young age. I started kickboxing when I was very young. I ended up, I ended up doing really well in it. I ended up fighting for England in a Pee Wee Death Squad and stuff like that. And yeah, got a hell of a lot of trophies. I was doing tournaments where I was fighting, like, do you know what I mean? Literally a few times a day. I was fighting all the time, and then I ended up getting into the boxing because I put on a little bit of weight and I couldn't be able to get my legs so wide, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I thought, I mean, the talent was always in my hands anyway. So yeah, I got into the boxing, and I boxed all my life then, mate. Well, on and off. I had a little stint here and there where I went out on a drink and all that, but do you know what I mean? That was just part of growing up for me. But yeah, I was on and off. I've been a boxer my whole life, mate.
How old were you when you started boxing?
When I started boxing, was probably about 14, 15, something like that. When I stopped the kickboxing and I got into the boxing, yeah, I was maybe a little bit younger than that, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, I was still young.
Did you compete in any tournaments or out in the amateurs?
Yeah, on a semi-pro circuit and all that. I ended up winning about what I ended up getting. I ended up winning about 5 titles with the gloves on. So yeah, I had a good boxing career, mate. To be honest with you, I was happy with it, and I was at the end of my boxing career. I was actually thinking of retiring. I was actually happy with what I achieved, but there was still something inside of me burning. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted that little bit more.
Yeah.
So I thought, fucking give the bare knuckle a go. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I ended up back since, mate, and I just can't get enough of it.
So did you grow up having many bare knuckle fights, or was it like a new thing for you?
No, I was a bit of a tit in my daylight when I was out. I had a few. I mean, I was on a few street fights and stuff like that. But so I mean, I wouldn't like to say it was anything towards like the competitive level. Do you know what I mean? It was just pissed up brawls in the streets and that. But
Yeah,
it's totally different. I think all of these people that go around saying, "Oh, I'm a street fighter. I'll be good at bare knuckle boxing." I think they're absolute chatting shite. To be honest with you, do you know what I mean? I think you get any of these people out there that think they're street fighters, and you put them in a ring with someone who's, do you know what I mean, a professional athlete. I think they really come unstuck. Yeah. I think it definitely opened my eyes when I had my first bare knuckle bout. It was my first bout on, like, do you know what I mean, a live one that was in front of crowds.
Yeah.
It was a massive shock for me. I ended up doing jumping straight into the pit fighting, and yeah, but it was a massive shock. I remember the first round I got dropped horribly. Like, I remember when everyone screaming, get up. I was thinking, fucking hell, is this what it's all about? Is it? You know what I mean? I mean, God, this is a different gravy, like. But yeah, I got back up, shook it off, and I ended up coming back winning the fight, and I ended up winning a British title in it. So, do you know what I mean? It was just literally first punch, fell in love with it, and I mean, I will never put gloves back on again, not a chance.
So were the nerves totally different when you went into the pit fight and compared to your kickboxing?
Yeah, it was, but it was a different nerves. You know what I mean? It was just when you're walking out to a boxing match, it's like, do you know what I mean? You know you're not really going to get that hurt. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're nervous because you don't want to lose, but that's about it. So I mean, with a bare knuckle fighting, you're nervous because you know you can fucking get hurt. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like, but I mean, I think the more bare knuckle fights you have, the easier it gets. You know what I mean? I mean, every time I walk out now, I'm a lot more confident than I was in the beginning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So, how many pit fights did you have in total?
I had 2, and I've had a few in the ring now. Yeah, so I'm doing all right. So I've got an English title fight coming up as well, now for BFBA.
Yeah.
Which is this is going to be a good fight. I've actually took the time this time to actually look at my opponent, which I don't usually do, but I've actually took the time to have a little study on my opponent, and I know he's not no sausage. You know what I mean? I think we're both more technical boxers. I think he's going to make a hell of a good fight. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of them where I'm going to be able to use my skills instead of, do you know what I mean, trying to take people's heads off. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to make it interesting fight, and I think I really do think the fans are going to really enjoy this fight. I think, do you know what I mean? It's one of them fights. I think it's not going to be over in 2 seconds. We're going to, do you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of blood, and we're going to throw some good shots, and it's going to be a nice technical fight.
It seems like all the fights they put on this 4th of June card, they're all mint fights, aren't they?
I'm not actually on the 4th of June now. My fight's been moved to the 30th of July. Which
right, you're on the 30th of July.
Yeah, it's the bigger show. They want, apparently they're moving it to Leeds or something like that because the show's a bigger one. So yeah, I'm happy with them moving it because it was a bigger show. Do you know what I mean? I thrive off the crowd, so the more crowd there is, do you know what I mean, the better for me.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you find the switch over from the Pith fighting to the ring? Because obviously it's a lot bigger and
yeah. To be honest, going into the ring was a lot easier for me. Do you know what I mean? Coming from a boxing background, that Pith fighting was brutal. Like, do you know what I mean? It was it is a rough old game, and you can't show your skills off. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking kill or be killed. But yeah, I mean, I knew the bare knuckle boxing was going to suit me a lot better. But obviously, my last fight didn't go down so well. I got cut early in the fight, and it was a bad cut. Literally, I was fighting blind. I was a walking punchback. So I've got a lot to this fight. I mean, I'm putting a hell of a lot more into it, and I got a bit of. I mean, I'm not used to losing, so. Do you know what I mean? I'm coming back with a vengeance this time. I actually feel sorry for my next opponent because this is a different fight for me. I'm coming off of a loss, so I'm hungrier than ever.
Yeah, so I'm taking it you've took this camp totally different.
I've got 9 weeks left, and I've already been in camp for 2 weeks, mate. I'm not even hungry. I'm absolutely starving. I mean, I'm on the hunt, like, do you know what I mean? I want this fight. I want this fight now. I fight him tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to go.
So have you had many injuries off the bare knuckle?
I have had a few, mate. Yeah, I've had my ear ripped nearly off in one of the Pith fights. I've lost the tooth, and I've got a few scars and bruises and war wounds. I break my hands every now and again. You know what I mean? But it's all part of the game. You know what I mean? We all accept that we're not this ain't glove boxing anymore. Do you know what I mean? We all going to pick up injuries, and do you know what I mean? I think I'm still pretty beautiful, though, to be fair. So I mean,
the time now is
a few more punches might change that, but so far so good.
So now's the time, mate, to be in bare knuckle. You've seen all the shows, the BKFC coming over to do potentially 6 shows a year. Turning everyone into superstars, mate. What do you think of that?
I've actually spoken to David a couple of times. I think I'll be on for having a fight for BKFC soon. So it's definitely on the cards. I'm literally on a waiting list. So, but yeah, man, if I get offered the fight for them, I'm gonna jump straight on it. Of course I will. Do you know what I mean? That's a massive promotion and a massive step for me. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be a massive step for me. So yeah, if you are watching this, David, get me a fight, bro.
What's the rest? What's your plans for the future then? Just to stay in bare knuckle and just
I'm gonna stay into bare knuckle. But I went to. I know a few people know about. I went to Vegas a couple of weeks ago and done tryouts for a new sport that's being brung out by a very, very big promotion. So I can't say anything about it. I know it's a bit of a shame. I can't say anything about it. I'm bound to contract at the moment. Until it gets aired next month. It goes on to channel ESPN on the end of next month. So if everyone just keep an eye out for a new sport that's being brought out by a massive promoter, you'll see me on there. And put it this way, I went over there and made a massive statement, and I've just got a 6-fight deal for that as well. So I'll be traveling from here to America and be fighting bare knuckle over here, and then going over there and doing what I've got to do over there as well.
Madness, sounds great, mate.
So yeah, so this year I've got a few good things in the pipeline, and you know what I mean, this year is going to be a fucking good year for me. Yeah,
cushy, bro. And obviously you've had a kickboxing background. I'm sure you've seen King of the Streets and the left way stuff and that.
Yeah, I'm actually in talks with them as well at the moment. I can't really say too much about that either. But yeah, it's, that's
This man wants to fight everyone.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think in my eyes, I don't think you could actually call yourself a proper fighter until you've experienced it all. Do you know what I mean? And I think King of the Streets, that no rules thing. It's just calling me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I've got to do it before I retire. I will fight for King of the Streets 100%. I'm actually throwing a bit more of MMA training in with my training at the moment, just in case the fight comes up. But yeah, they know I want to fight. So if they throw a fight at me, then I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
It's a brutal sport, that one. Like the fight on concrete floors. I seen Eric Olsen won the other day.
Yeah.
Gouging someone's eyes out or something.
Yeah, that was a lad who actually trained with me a few times. Eric is he's a good fighter, man. I watched the fight. It was fucking brutal, man. Fair play to him. You know what I mean? He done what he needed to do to win, and yeah, man. I fucking, do you know what I mean? If you're going over there and you're going to get involved in that sort of violence, and you know the rules, and there is no rules, then you do everything you've got to do to win. In my eyes, you know what I mean?
You've got obviously Liam Wilson, English Wolf in there as well.
English Wolf. I actually spoke to him the other day, the first time. Man, what a statement he's making over there. Do you know what I mean? He's doing it right, man. What's he 4-0 now, something like that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 4-0, mate.
Hey, I'll tell you what, in a combat sport like that, that's good going, man. That's good going. Fair play to him as well.
I know. When I interviewed him the other week, and when he was fighting over there, obviously it's a bit mad, innit? You're in a fucking unknown.
Yeah, man. It looks daunting, doesn't it? But I'm like, so
he only went over with his missus, and she was pregnant.
I know. It's
game as a badger.
The brave man, but you say that. Do you know what I mean? At the moment, you know what I mean, the last few fights, I've just turned up with my missus as well. Do you know what I mean? She's my corner girl, so. Do you know what I mean? We just rock up and we have it out and we live together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but they got a good thing going, man. I like that. Do you know what I mean? They're a married couple. They're both fighters, man. I think that's brilliant, man. I really do.
Yeah, it is. It's class. And lastly, mate, is there any sponsors or shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I've my sponsors know who they are. I actually I promote them quite a lot. So I will just say, do you know what I mean? My sponsors, you know who you are. I'm absolutely over the moon what you're doing for me at the moment. Let's just bear in mind I've got another fight coming up, so I'm going to need a few more as well. So if anyone want to jump on, now, you've got 9 weeks to jump on. But like I said, this year we are making a statement, and any sponsor that's with me, I'm taking you all with me. Do you know what I mean? And we're going to have a good year.
Cushy, bro. And lastly, can I have a prediction for your fight in July?
My prediction is I want a technical fight for a couple of rounds, but then obviously I'm gonna try and take his chin off.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah. And I'll put all your socials in the description of the video, your Instagram and everything, so people
brilliant, bro.
Follow. And I really appreciate your time, bro. We'll definitely keep in touch and catch up again.
Yeah, it's brilliant, man. Brilliant. Thank you.
Cheers, Darren, mate. Much appreciated.
Nice one, brother. Top man.
Ta-da.